want to talk about something that has become the focus of most of my work: complex skin types within the KDC framework. These are the types of skin breakouts that are layered, they are stubborn, and most importantly, they are trying to capture your attention. This episode is for those of you who have tried all the products, maybe even seen a practitioner or two, and are still wondering, why won't my skin just settle? The answer, I believe, lies not in stronger products, but in understanding your skin's language and working with the nature within. Welcome to the Holistic Skin Detective. My name is Christina and I am a holistic skin health practitioner with 20 years experience in helping people find natural solutions to their skin woes. And I'm the creator of the KDC Skin Typing Framework. If you're here, you're probably curious about how to tackle hormonal acne from a truly holistic angle. In each episode, we'll explore the deeper connections between your skin, your hormones, and your environment, because healthy skin is so much more than just the surface. So before we dive into today's topic, if you haven't yet discovered your own KDC skin type, you can find a link in the show notes to learn more. And remember, while we explore holistic approaches here, it's always a good idea to have your skin first checked by a qualified medical professional. Now let's get into the heart of today's episode. Welcome back to the Holistic Skin Detective. This is a space where we explore skin as more than just the surface. We look at it as a reflection of everything going on underneath: lifestyle, stress, environmental exposures, nutrition, and deeper energetic patterns. My approach blends the traditional with the modern, and after 20 years of working hands-on in my own natural skin and body salon, I've observed countless bodies and skin tell their own story, one that is often disconnected from conscious awareness. I've learned that nature already knows how to heal itself. The body is wise and the skin is wise, and our job isn't to override that intelligence, but to work alongside it. This means tuning into the body's vital force, that invisible current that animates all life, the same force that heals wounds, guides hormonal cycles, and knows when to rest. And the more I observed clients, the more I saw that skin responds not just to what we put on it, but how we live. And so I moved away from symptom chasing and began to focus on patterns, which led me to create the KDC Skin Framework. My KDC framework is a roadmap, a system I developed after years of observing the same types of breakouts showing up again and again. I began to see that most skin issues followed 6 foundational patterns. I grouped these patterns into what I call the simple patterns, each connected to a single underlying imbalance. For example, one pattern may be related directly to a sluggish digestion, another to air pollution, another to a buildup of systemic inflammation, which we call heat in traditional well-being practices. Once we identify the pattern and address the root, the skin often begins to clear, gently and without force. You can find these 6 patterns on my website. There's a quiz that will help you to identify the breakout that most closely matches yours, and it's a great place to begin. But here's where things started to change. As time went on, I began seeing more clients whose skin didn't fit neatly into one pattern. They weren't just dealing with one type of breakout, they had multiple layers showing up at the same time. Inflammation in one area, congestion in another, dryness overlaid with oil, or flares that seem completely disconnected from one obvious trigger. These are what I group now into complex patterns, and they are becoming more and more common. This podcast was born out of my desire to talk about these types more openly, to bring light to just how much the modern world is impacting our bodies and our skin. Because the truth is, this is not just about skincare, it's about our nervous system, our food quality, our daily rhythms, our emotional load, and the environment. And I believe that modern life is now overburdening us. Our bodies are overwhelmed, and the skin is where all of that burden is starting to become visible. So, what makes a skin profile complex? It's not just about the severity of the breakout, it's about how many KDC types are all showing up at once. These patterns overlap and they create confusion, not just for the person experiencing them, but also for practitioners too. And that's why these types often feel like nothing works and can become a guessing game. Eliminating this, detoxing that, taking this herb, or advancing to Roaccutane, only to find that nothing is working. But that doesn't mean that you're stuck. It just means that your body is asking for a different kind of support, one that doesn't just treat the surface, but works with your system to gently unwind the burden that's built up. When I see a complex skin profile, I don't start with aggressive skin treatments. I start with observation. I look at photos, patterns, lifestyle, and then connect it to your KDC framework. I then guide clients to a specific starting point, which is the dominant KDC pattern that's speaking the loudest. And from there, we begin to peel back the layers. In many cases, I recommend starting with food, and this is the foundation for my new KDC First Step online program. This is the foundational process I've designed to support the body in beginning to unload. It's the exact same process I use with my one on one clients, and it's designed to support your whole system gently with rhythm and care. Now, I want to make sure that something is very clear. Complex doesn't mean medical. It's absolutely essential that if you're dealing with persistent, worsening, or unusual skin symptoms, that you get checked by your GP first. The skin can sometimes be the first sign of something deeper going on internally. So make sure you've had the appropriate blood work and general medical screening to rule out underlying pathology. Once that's clear, that's where the KDC framework and a holistic approach can really shine. I want you to remember that your skin isn't broken. It's not too far gone and you're not imagining it. What you're experiencing is a reflection, a message from the body saying, hey, there's something out of balance. Please listen. And when you begin to listen, like really listen to what your skin is saying, you begin to change your relationship with your whole self. This isn't just skin work, it's soul work, it's rhythm work, it's the process of reconnecting to the part of you that still knows how to heal, the part that reflects nature's pace, not society's urgency. Remember, just like nature, the body has its own intelligence and already knows how to heal itself. The body is wise and the skin is trying to capture our attention. If this episode is resonating and you're wondering what type of skin type you have, here's where to start. Take the KDC quiz on my website. It will help you identify whether you have a simple or complex skin pattern under the KDC type framework. Remember, the simple types are relatively easy to resolve, and you will learn where to look in order to start working with your skin as a detective. If you test complex, you will then be guided to certain resources, including the opportunity to send me a photo of your skin via DM or email. I'll personally review it and let you know which KDC type I think is dominant, and this will provide you with a good starting point. Once you've started working with my guidance, you will be invited to join the KDC First Step program. It's the same process I use with clients to begin unwinding the burden, after which we see what's left once the basic protocols have been completed. And remember, if you haven't yet, please do visit your GP to rule out any medical conditions. We always want to make sure the skin is not reflecting something deeper that needs immediate medical care. I believe the skin is a roadmap, and the more we understand it, the more we understand ourselves. If you're here, you're already doing something powerful. You're choosing to listen, to explore, and to come back into alignment with your inner ecosystem. So, thank you for being here. I am so glad that you're taking this journey with me. And until next time, stay curious, stay gentle with your skin, and most of all, remember that each breakout is a clue. I'll see you in the next episode.